I just picked up some shelves. They were some homemade oak shelves, and that's the reason why I wanted to make the video. Just in regards to easy sellers, quick easy sellers. Shelves are always a really good item for me to be selling. They usually go relatively quickly. The ones that I have are kind of small. They're just like some knee-high shelves, but people are always looking for shelves. This is a college town. You have a lot of people that want to buy shelves for their books. And another thing that's been going really good lately, due to the circumstances, is desks. And that's the main reason why I wanted to make this video. For anyone who is struggling and needs to come up with a little bit of extra money right now, if you can find desks to resell and monitors, those are golden right now. Those are going pretty good. About a month and a half ago, I had come across I got about 4 desks, and I'm almost sold out. I just picked up another desk a couple weeks ago, and I just listed it, and I have a feeling that's going to go this weekend. So definitely be on the lookout for desks and monitors. And any type of monitor will work. One thing that'll help you sell your monitors, the newer laptops nowadays have the HDMI ports, and a lot of your older monitors, like the square ones, the 19 inches, they're not going to have an adapter. So what you want to do is get an affiliate account on Amazon, and do this if you're going to be trying to sell a lot of monitors. So you're going to want to get an affiliate account on Amazon, and then find HDMI to VGA converter or HDMI to DVI converter. And what you can do is, so once you sell your monitor to someone who's just looking to extend the monitor on their laptop, you can just say, well, I don't, it won't hook up to your HDMI, but you can go to Amazon and then give them the affiliate link to the HDMI to VGA converter or whatever. And typically you can find those for about $7 shipped, and that's another good point you want to make, is just tell them that it's only $7 shipped to get this adapter. Unfortunately, due to the circumstances, I'm assuming that it probably takes a little bit longer to get the converter shipped from Amazon, because I know they're shipping like a lot of the non-essential stuff. That's like their lowest priority. So it might take a couple weeks to get in, but I mean, for $7 shipped, you just tell them that right there, and that's usually a good selling point. Usually what you want to be selling monitors for, this is kind of my rule of thumb, is I'll sell the 19 inch, the square monitors for about, I usually do about $20. If it has like built-in USB ports or like a built-in soundbar, I'll usually bump it up to about 30, and that'll usually go quite well. People don't mind paying the extra features. And plus, if you're only asking $20, that's a pretty good deal anyways, even since they are older monitors. If you can find like a 1080 monitor, a widescreen monitor, depending on the brand, you want to sell those for about 60 to 90. And again, I'm saying depending on the brand. I had a Samsung, I want to say it's a ViewSync, but I think I'm getting the model wrong. But anyways, it was a Samsung 1080, had HDMI. If you can find HDMI monitors on under the free sections, those are usually sell pretty good, because those are in high demand. A lot of people, they are looking for monitors with HDMI to game on, not just to work. So if you can find the ones with HDMI, those are gonna be your best sellers. But like I said, a really easy way to get around that is just to tell them that they can buy an adapter, HDMI to VGA adapter for like $7 shipped. And like I said, once you tell them that, they'll usually want to buy it right then and there, the monitor. So anyways, and then anything, how I price it, so like the square monitors I usually do from about 20 to 30, again depending on if it has any features or anything. And then if it's an HD monitor, and I'm not talking about like a 1080 HD, I'm talking about like anything above 720, because 720 is of course still considered HD. So if I ever come across a monitor under the free section that's anything over or under 1080 but over 720p, I'll usually price that from about 30 to about 50. I usually find that's a pretty good selling point. But again, if you can find a 1080 monitor, especially if it has HDMI, by all means sell it for at least like 60, 70, just depending on the brand. And then in regards to desks, desks are really good sellers right now. I scored 2 corner desks, 2 of the L-shaped desks off of the free section on Craigslist. One of them was missing like the back piece. It didn't affect the way that the desk stood at all. So I ended up selling one for $120 and the other one for $130. The one that did have the back piece that was supposed to all go together. And those are really good sellers. When I had went and picked them up, the woman who I got them from said that she had them under the free section for about like 3 weeks, and she couldn't get rid of them. And if you can find L-shaped desks that are in really good condition, you can, depending on what the material, what type of wood it's made out of, you can get about like I'd say from about 130 to 240, just depending on how good a condition is, of course. If it's in really good condition, find out how much one would cost that's similar to that, and then just drop your price by about $40. If it's in like new condition or in very, very good condition, just drop it. You can get away with dropping the price from retail by about $40, and it'll still sell relatively quickly. If you want to do a quick sell on an L-shaped desk, by all means, about 130, 120, and that should move pretty quickly. Just your standard, I guess you call it a rectangle desk. Usually do those for about like 40. I scored it was like a glass and metal desk, and I had 2 of them. One of them I sold for 50. The other one I just relisted today, and I actually raised the price because I kind of do this. Sometimes I get frustrated when people say they're going to come to buy it and then flake out, and then when I go to relist it, I'll just be like, well, I want an extra $10 for my effort. And you know what? Sometimes it works. And so, by all means, don't hesitate to play with the prices. Of course, you don't want to overcharge anything. That's why I really wanted to make this video, so anyone who's struggling out there can kind of get an idea of what you can be selling these desks for and monitors for. But yeah, so just like your basic rectangle desk, and I'll put a picture up just so you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Like your particle board, IKEA desks, I guess you'd maybe call it. You could definitely get anywhere from, I say, if you threw one up there for $30, that would be a really, really quick, easy sale. But you can get, from my experience, you could get anywhere from like 30 to 50. 40 would probably be your sweet spot on that. So definitely they will sell pretty quickly. So don't be shy to put your price at about like 50. What I usually do, if I had initially when I post a desk up like this, I'll put it for 60, and then that way buyers are always going to, if they're smart at least, they're always going to try to talk you down. So if you have a desk, for example, listed at 60, and you have someone that's interested, and they right off the bat they say, is the price negotiable? What I usually do is say, yeah, I could give it to you for 50, or just like 10 less of whatever I had it listed for, if that'll help you out. And say it just like that. Just say, yeah, I can give it to you I can give you this $60 desk that I'm trying to sell for 50 if that'll help you out. And if they're not greedy, usually they'll be like, yeah, that's cool, whatever. And then you still got your $50 for your desk, and that's kind of the price range that you want, about 40 to 50 for the rectangle desk. If it's one of those glass and metal desks, as long as it's like a good quality glass and metal desk, I usually try to push those for like 60. I've sold them in the past for 70, but I find that 60 or 50 is usually the sweet spot on those. So right now I'm heading out to go pick up a desk. It's a really nice solid oak roll top desk. The only problem is that it's sitting out in someone's driveway in a free pile, and I got to go 2 towns over. It's about a 20-minute drive to get out there, and I think, like I was saying in one of my other videos, recently, of course, people have just been doing a lot of free piles, setting their stuff outside. And that's great.
Turn left.
To deal with people. The only problem with that
then
is if you
turn right.
The ad right away, you have a lot of competition that are going out there to get it.
Turn right.
It's about 8 o'clock in the morning right now. I kind of wanted to wake up first. I just woke up about a half an hour ago, and I wanted to wake up first. Usually, whenever I wake up, my routine is I'll wake up, drink some orange juice, and then play a couple games of Rainbow Six Siege. And right now, I saw this. It had just been
in a quarter mile.
Put up about
turn
15
left.
minutes before I read the ad, so the odds are looking pretty good. I had pretty good luck the other day when I was going to get. I found a really nice Pottery Barn crib, and it was in the same city.
Turn left.
Lafayette, which is a couple cities over from Boulder. And I got lucky on that, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed and hoping that I can get out there and get this desk, because these a solid oak, one of the roll top closing desks. I had one before. It was older. This one looks a little bit newer and a little bit nicer, but the one that I had before, I ended up selling for about $180. So roll top desks, if you come across those, you're looking at, depending on the condition, of course, you're looking at anywhere from about 120. This one's really, really nice, and it looks newer. So I'm thinking I might be able to push 200 on it, no problem. But I can definitely.
In 1,000 feet, turn right.
Sure. So we'll see. Like I said, it takes about 20 minutes or so to get out there. So hopefully there's no one else. The free section has been being sharked.
Turn right.
Tremendously lately. By that I mean a lot of people have been on there snagging stuff, probably because a lot of people are out of work, and that's
in a quarter mile.
How we're
turn
making
left.
money is snagging stuff on the free section and then reselling it. But desks right now are selling really well. I had a lot of desks. I had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had about 6 desks, and all of them have
turn left.
sold except for one, and I ended up selling them within 2 weeks of the quarantine. I have one more desk. It's a solid wood desk. Some guy was supposed to pick it up 2 days ago, and then he contacted me yesterday, said he's going to pick it up again, and he flaked again. So unfortunately I'm gonna have to relist it, and hopefully someone will pick it up. Just it's kind of heavy, and I'm kind of getting tired of moving it around, but this guy keeps saying he's gonna come get it, and he doesn't come get it. So anyway, but yeah, desks are really hot sellers right now. If you can find desks, definitely keep an eye out for those. And monitors as well. There's been a lot of people that have to work from home, so they're looking for like a bigger monitor so they don't have to use the small 15-inch, 13-inch screen, whatever, on their laptop. So definitely keep an eye out for those. All right, so getting ready to pull up on it now. Like I was saying earlier, I'm kind of nervous. Normally I don't like to go out and chase these free piles if it's anywhere outside of Boulder. Even like if it's in North Boulder, since I live in South Boulder, it's pretty much just about as far as coming out to
Turn right.
but if it's there and I can grab it, then this is easy 180, 200 bucks, especially since it's in really good condition. There was some other stuff that was laying out in the driveway too. Looks like this place where it's located is kind of off the beaten path, so unless other people are on Craigslist looking under the free section too, there's not really that big of a risk of like other people driving by and picking stuff up. So right now I'm just looking for a bunch of stuff in a driveway. Oh, sick! There it is, right there. And I got it. Sweet. So what I'm gonna do is back up here so I can make it easier. Yeah, that thing's in really good condition. And I see another desk that's back there too. It doesn't look like it's no, it's not in good condition at all, so I'm just gonna leave that there. So yeah, basically all this stuff, you got some gardening stuff, some rackets, tennis rackets, and then the desk, and then some construction stuff. Also over here there's a bunch of CDs. If you're looking to resell, not really much value in those, unfortunately. Let's see what they got. Creed. It's like a bunch of 90s rock. Not really much into that, so I'll leave that for someone else. But yeah, there's the desk. Really good condition. Alright, so got the desk. It ended up being a little bit of a beast, because it was solid oak and there were some pieces that didn't come apart easily. I forgot to bring my toolkit with me, so luckily I had a little Leatherman so I could get the top part off, the part that locks. But there was like another part, I guess the filing, it was like kind of like a filing cabinet organizing type of deal. I'll show a picture of it, and I couldn't get that off, unfortunately. Luckily a guy pulled up right as I was getting ready to load it and asked me if I needed help. He was there to pick up the door. There was a door there, and anyways, he helped me out. And I would have struggled a little bit if he didn't come and help, so it worked out. So he helped me load the desk, and then I helped him load his door, and he had come all the way out from Denver. So I guess we both got lucky today. He got his door and I got my desk, so good deal. I'm pretty stoked on that. I need to rush home and pull 2 dressers, and then I got these shelves the other day, these oak handmade shelves, and there are 6 of them, and I've already sold 3 of them, and this will be the 4th, and there's 6 total, so it's gonna be a nice little chunk of money. I'm just selling them for 20 bucks just because they're handmade, nothing special. But if you needed like something in your garage to organize stuff, or to, maybe to put your shoes on, they definitely would come in handy. So yeah, I guess like the saying goes, the early bird gets the worm. I didn't want to get out of bed today. I wanted to kind of do my routine, but I'm glad I did, because now I'm up at least 180 bucks. So good deal.